Hi ladies, want to learn how I made this gorgeous copper faux metal card? Join me today as I show you how I did it. Hi ladies, I have a technique for you today. This is a faux metal piece. I had to do this for our challenge and they had done it one way, and I asked because I didn't have the perfect pearls like they said. They found this one, so I thought I would make a video and show you. For this, you're going to need a piece of cardstock, and this is 3 by 4, a piece of just plain old aluminum foil, an embossing folder, and I'm going to use the Petals one because it has a lot of texture to it, a Versamark pad, and a Staz-On ink pad. First thing you want to do is you want to take and you want to wrap your cardstock with the foil. And this is fairly easy because the foil sticks. So I just wrap it around like so. Just make sure your ends don't stick over. So when you finish, it looks like that. Now the next part is messy, so I'm going to take and put a piece of paper underneath, scrap paper underneath. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your Staz-On ink pad and you're going to swipe it over your your aluminum foil, and it doesn't have to cover it totally. Okay, and I've got it. My pad's kind of dry. It's been a while since I've gotten a new one. You need to let this sit for a little bit. So I'm going to let this sit and I will be back. Okay, this only takes a few seconds to dry because it is the Staz-On. It dries on non-porous surfaces, which is what this is. The next thing you need is your Versamark pad, and you need an embossing powder, and I'm going to use copper. I thought this might be kind of cool. So I'm going to, you want to put embossing. Okay, I hope this still works. My camera was full and I had to go download videos. But Versamark stays wet for a while. I will find out. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put a scrap underneath, and I'm going to sprinkle some copper on it. And I'm not being real particular about where it goes. Yeah, it's got quite a bit on there. Now I'm going to go heat set this and I will be back. Okay, I've heat set this, and before I show it to you, I don't know about you, but when you emboss, you get little tiny pieces of, I guess, the embossing powder everywhere, and it drives me crazy because it gets on everything. Just take a Swiffer floor pad, go over it, go over your work surface with it. It picks it all up and it's trapped in there, and you can reuse this several times. So a little trick for you today. Okay, so there's my piece. All right, and it does look okay, but you know what? I'm going to try something. I'm going to pull out my Staz-On pad again and a scrap piece, and I'm going to go over it again and see if I can get some more. Oops. See what happens if I add more black to it. Kind of liking that a little bit more. Looks a little bit more like faux metal. All right, there. I like the way that looks. Much better. So I'm going to work on my card and see what I can come up with using this panel. Okay, I did a little prep work while I had the camera off because I wanted to get the prep work out of the way. You don't need to see me do that. I took the leaf framelit from Beautiful Branches Thinlits. This and Thoughtful Branches are a bundle that was available in August. It is while supplies last. There are some left. I don't know how many are left, but there's that. And we have some new copper foil, so I cut out one of the leaves from there. I took the thank you from the stamp set and I embossed it on a piece of black with the copper embossing powder that we have. And I may have heat set it a little too long because that up there just doesn't look right. So it may have been too long and it burned. I took a piece of, after I embossed it, I punched it out with a Decorative Label punch. I have a piece of black that is 3 3/4 by 5. I am going to attach this to the front of it. I'm going to add my leaf down here and my thank you there, and I'll be back with a finished card. Okay, I'm back with my finished card. Isn't that gorgeous? Too bad we don't have any copper ink. It could edge the corner of the card with the copper ink and would really make it pop. And then to finish off my card, I stamped that leaf image from Thoughtful Branches inside and embossed with the copper embossing powder. Just so you know, when you stamp on your envelopes, it doesn't take the ink the same way as cardstock, so a lot of times it doesn't, I mean, you can see it's just not, this one's not too bad, but this one is not as clear. It's just the way the paper takes the ink. So there's my completed card.